You know, most women look at you guys as annoying mosquitoes, if we're gonna be honest. There's like 3,000 of you guys here. We just started the broadcast, right? Something like 28 to 2,900 of you guys are invisible to women. The staggering majority of you guys are invisible to women. Even in this little small sample size of guys that are red pill aware. Average men get zero respect or acknowledgement from women. That's the new normal, my friends. And I predict it's only gonna get worse. Why is a girl gonna deal with you in Topeka, Kansas, when some guy from LA is hitting her up on Instagram? So as you guys can see, this woman wearing all this orange. This is from a few months ago. I reacted to this before, but we can cover it again just to get it through your guys' heads about what you guys are up against when it comes to the sexual marketplace.
I better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Oh my God. Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple. I better pay.
Yeah, so as you guys can see here, clearly this is a woman that's past her prime. If I had to put an age on her, she's probably in her late 20s, early 30s, probably somewhere from the Northeast from the way that she's speaking. She sounds like she's from Philly or Pennsylvania with her accent.
Pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Oh my God. Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple.
Yeah, she sounds like she's from Pennsylvania. But either way, so, you know, what have I told you guys, bro? This is the world that we're in now, right? This is the world that we're in. Women don't really mature until they stop getting attention from the opposite gender. And this perfectly represents that once again. And the thing with women, right, that kind of sucks for them is they don't realize they fucked up until it's too late. At least with us, like we constantly have reminders as to why we're losers. Women don't have that. So what's up happening, and it's actually, I would argue, even worse for them because since there's nothing to tell them that they're losers or they're fucking up or they're being stupid or whatever, they go through life completely unaware and oblivious to what needs to be done to get wifed up. Because they think, oh, pursue an education, make money, become successful, dress provocatively, put myself out there on the internet, date as many men as I can, you know, exercise our permit to the highest degree. They think that this is like a viable sexual strategy to get the man that they want. But the problem is that that doesn't work. And by the time they wake up and they're in their late 20s or early 30s, it's like too damn late, you know? They've pissed away a lot of their value. And not only have they pissed away a lot of their value, but they've picked up really bad traits and habits from all these years of being single and being enabled. It's that simple, guys, really, what it comes down to. And I predict there's going to be far more women that have this level of frustration where they're having a hard time getting men to approach them, date them, take them seriously outside of casual sex. And this is the society we're headed towards. And honestly, women have no one to blame but themselves, realistically speaking. Feminism did this because feminism removed the shackles of shame. Feminism basically came in and told women, you can do whatever you want. Don't let no fucking man shame you. And that's why we're in the problem. That's why we have the issues that we have today, is because we don't shame women for their bad decisions anymore. So it's going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, guys, from this point forward, honestly speaking. When it comes to relationships, marriage, birth rates, etc., only going to get worse. That's the predicament that we're in now in modern society. And this is why I tell you guys, you know, you got to adapt to the new normal and understand that women, number one, don't like most men. Number two, a lot of them don't qualify as good long-term girlfriends. Number three, they're not taught and or encouraged to do what will get them a man. That's where we are. You know, most women look at you guys as annoying ass mosquitoes, if we're going to be honest. Like, think about it. We got what? How much? We got like what? 3,000 plus you guys in here now at this point, right? We got around 3,000 y'all in here between all the platforms. Think of it this way. Like 2,800 of you guys, women don't want to fuck with y'all at all. Like, let that sink in, bro. Say that again. Let that sink in. There's like 3,000 of you guys here. We just started the broadcast, right? Something like 28 to 2,900 of you guys are invisible to women, right? The staggering majority of you guys are invisible to women. Even in this little small sample size of guys that are red pill aware. Average men get zero fucking respect or acknowledgement from women. That's the new normal, my friends. And I predict it's only going to get worse. As the internet becomes more and more accessible to everybody, as the sexual marketplace continues to be more and more globalized, it's going to ostracize more and more men from the sexual marketplace. Why is a girl going to deal with you in fucking Topeka, Kansas, when some guy from LA is hitting her up on Instagram? As you guys know, the other day, Fresh had was talking about Kevin Durant, right? And how Kevin Durant was seeing this girl that he's currently seeing right now, whatever the fuck. And she knew all these details about him. Fresh showed me her Instagram, bro, nothing special. Regular ass chick with a couple hundred, maybe 1,000, 2,000 followers. But she dated Kevin Durant out of nowhere. But this is the new sexual marketplace, guys. Average women, average ass girls have access to top tier dudes. And that has drastically changed the landscape to against your favor. And guys always say, oh, Myron, that's just girls that you're talking about in Miami. That's not true. That's just the Miami girls you're around. Bro, how many times have you guys seen a lot of these thoughts that come on the show that act crazy? They're not from here, bro. They come here from other places. What you see in your little shitty hometown is not representative of how women behave in general. You know, you guys are over here thinking like, oh, she's not like that. She's a good girl from my small town. Bro, you don't know what she does behind closed doors. Why do you think women love to travel so much? You ever thought about that shit? Why do women like traveling so much? I'll tell you why. Because they don't fucking pay for it. Bro, I hate traveling. Shit's trash. Fucking, you know, seats are all tight. Even if you fly first class, they're fucking, you know, nickel and diming you. Traveling starts to instantly suck when you pay for it yourself. Oh, you're telling me I'm paying to fucking be uncomfortable on this fucking long-ass flight? This shit fucking sucks. Oh, you're telling me I'm paying to stay in this fucking hotel? Fuck that. I fucking hate traveling, right? But for some odd reason, every bitch loves traveling. You ever thought about that? Because they don't pay for it, bro. That's simple. Shit's always fun when you ain't footing the bill, you know? Oh, I love this restaurant. Really? You wouldn't love it if you knew how much that shit cost? Why does every bitch like fine dining? You ever thought about that? Why does every chick like fine dining? I'll tell you why, because they don't fucking pay. They can sit there and actually enjoy the taste of the food. Meanwhile, you're sitting there fucking chomping away, figuring out if $1,000 for this steak was worth it. You know? That's the reality. That's the fucking reality. Women enjoy all this luxurious shit because they don't fucking pay for it. When you start paying for this shit, you start realizing, damn, this shit's a scam. Like, how is it that I'm like one of the few people that says luxury cars, fine dining, luxury in general, 9 out of 10 times is fucking bullshit, bro. Like, if it doesn't serve a security purpose, why the fuck do you have it? That's the only time I'll compromise and say, okay, luxury is good. When there's like a safety component. For example, you guys know I live in a condo. I got a lot of niggas that hate me. So it's good to have security downstairs and shit. Cool. Then the luxury is worth it because now we have a safety element that's being handled. But if safety isn't an issue, bro, fuck that. It's all a scam. It's all a fucking scam. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, I've always found it very interesting how women like all these luxurious things, but it's because they don't pay for it, bro. When you start paying for shit, you start to instantly say, what the fuck is this? But yeah, this is where we are, guys. This is where we are as a society. And I predict it's only gonna get worse and worse and worse, man. Because women ain't lowering their standards. I'll tell y'all that. You guys seen them on the show. These chicks are fucking delusional. Hey, are you gonna lower your standards? No. Okay. Bam. There we go. So it is what it is. They're not lowering their standards, so it is what it is.